So this is a great question. Now, the idea of like evolving weapons or magic items within tabletop RPGs or fantasy in general isn't anything new. So I first came across this in tabletop RPGs through Critical Role's Vestiges of Divergence. And so the way that it explains doing it with those is essentially sort of narratively. So to read right out of the Taldore Reborn book for you, it says the conditions by which a vestige of divergence progresses to its next level of power can vary and often revolve around the nature of the specific item and its magic. An attuned bearer of a vestige of divergence must often symbolically progress to a new state of self-discovery or accomplishment. A vestige may also bequeath new power to a character in a state of extreme personal duress or desperation. So these moments are really kind of up to the dungeon master and the player to either sort of work out together or come to in a sort of natural or organic way within the narrative. In the campaign that I just finished up with my friends, which was set in Exandria, my partner played a Hexblade warlock, and her Hexblade was a talking sword. And the sword itself was once forged by the Dawnfather as a gift to the first champion of the Raven Queen when she first ascended to godhood, and has since been passed along, and it basically consumes souls to be able to deliver them, to where they rightly belong. And it was black as night and essentially was so full of souls that it needed to be expended. Now, her character, mostly despite being a Hexblade early on, stayed back at range because she didn't feel confident in her abilities to fight, to be on the front lines, for people to rely on her. When she finally got the chance to do that and was able to not just fight on the front lines, but did so effectively and actually helped to save people, and seeing that she did have the power within her for people to be able to rely on her and not let them down, then her vestige went to the second stage. And then later in the campaign, when she finally got to one of the Raven Queen's main temples and was able to release the souls from the sword, turns out that the sword that was talking to her had her brother's soul in it, who she had been looking for this whole time. Had this great, big, amazing moment of being able to sort of reconcile all of those feelings that she had in losing him and trying to find him. And then in that moment, becoming a champion of the Raven Queen, her vestige finally exalted to its final stage. So really, it's completely up to you how you do it. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be within the narrative or in story moments. The 3 levels of the vestige is essentially kind of a sort of, it's within usually the uncommon to rare to very rare / legendary kind of rarities between those stages. So you could always even just tie it more to when you hit certain level thresholds, it levels up. I find that the impact of weapons like these tends to be greater when you do attach them to something like the narrative, but really, you can do it in just about any way that you want.